What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So in this series, I'm pretty much just taking you guys through every single dungeon that I'm farming, and I show you guys how I'm farming it, and then we're also going to talk about why people are farming it, including myself. Like, what is the best possible item from the said dungeon or raid, and yeah, the entire loot table. Like, what are people after really when you're doing the dungeon? So in today's video, we're looking at Halls of Lightning. Very hipster dungeon. There's not a lot of people farming Halls of Lightning. So I'm going to take you guys through it. And at the end of the video, we're going to look at and talk about why you should farm it. So before I show you guys how I run it, I do want to mention my own sponsor, which is obviously my 0 to 10 million gold guide. A complete guide that takes you from 0 gold to 10 million gold step by step on what you should do. So make sure you use the code Shadowlands on the link down below in the description for 50% off. And if you have any intentions on playing Classic TBC, I just finished my complete gold guide for Classic TBC, which is also linked down below. So right now, I'm even going to loot the mobs because I know that you guys get all warm and fuzzy on the inside when you actually like loot when I show you guys the route. So you always want to take blue item. You always want to take a left when you enter the dungeon, like the first turn. A lot of people go to the right. That doesn't make any sense because we're going to jump out on this side. So it all makes sense at the end of the dungeon when we jump down. The only thing you gotta make sure is that you're going to the left. So now we're gonna keep on going down to these guys. We're gonna kill the rest of the mobs later on. These guys can be really annoying because they will hit you and actually slow you down. Kinda annoying. You can kill those guys right there. You want to kill them, but you can't kill those, and then you can loot them when you loot the mobs above right here. It should work. So let's see. We're killing these, then we're looting. And depending on where you kill the guy, yeah, he gets looted. So you can just moonfire the mob or use any range spell on the guys under the bridge. And you can AoE loot them by looting the guys above. So this room is really great because you get a lot of materials looting these guys. Have to kill the boss, or you have to kill bosses in general. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of locked doors. So you can't run it on heroic. Have to do it on normal mode. Now, these guys will spawn in waves, or not waves, depending on how, the further in you go, the more mobs will spawn. I never wait for them. I just keep on going, and that is because you want to reach the far end of this room right here. So the mobs are going to gather up nicely behind you. You don't want to waste any unnecessary time. So now you go back and you kill these plunder mobs right here. There we go, all of those down. And once again, there's not that many mobs in this dungeon, and the runs are really fast, so you want to make sure you kill absolutely every single mob that's in the dungeon. Killing the boss, and then next room, it's pretty straightforward. It's just like the pathing that you take, the route that you take that can be optimized. But you can't really skip or take any alternative routes in this dungeon. That's you're never gonna hit like a dead end, basically. Pretty smooth dungeon to run. So killing these guys would be cool if I could drop something really good now. I know what I'm after. There's one item really good, and we're gonna take a look at that. I'm gonna mount up on my longboy, and I will show you some examples of what you can expect from this dungeon. So killing these. And then there's only, well, 2 mobs and 1 boss left right here before we jump down and we clear the rest of the trash that we skipped in the beginning. Killing this last guy. And then Mr. Loken. Come. Now that the last boss is dead, this is why we went to the left side to begin with, because now we can jump down and we're on this right side that a lot of people walk to, and they have to walk this way instead of just killing these mobs. Like, this pathway would have been cleared out if you took a right, then you would have to walk all the way up here to clear the the remaining mob. It's not like you're saving minutes, but you're definitely saving seconds by doing it this way. And then you're out of the dungeon and you can just reset the dungeon and go back in. So super smooth to run. But now the question that you've all been wondering, like, why do people farm the dungeon? So there's everything that I'm mentioning right now and talking about. Again, the list of items is as always down below in the description. But people are farming this for materials. So you guys probably saw some of them, but you will get crystallized fire, crystallized water, and crystallized air, right? So you can make these into eternals. Like right now, eternal fire, 220 gold. I mean, it all adds up when you're doing a bunch of these runs. It definitely adds up to an okay amount of gold. So definitely keep that in mind. Like, these have a really good price too. They're supposed to have a fixed price because of Frozen Orb you can buy in from a vendor. But still, I happen to sell these for way more than that. You can see my my sold price on these, the minimum, the min, the average, and the max. And the max is 238 on these, and then 163 on these. So that will eventually turn out to be a good amount of gold. Now, the other item that isn't material, but it's a reputation item, is this one, the Relic of Ulduar. So I've sold, haven't sold that many recently, 1,500 of them, but that was for an average price of 5 gold, max 20. Right now they're 7 gold each, but that was like 500 gold with the current price of my realm for one run. So 5,000 gold an hour in the Relic of Ulduar alone. And sometimes, as I said, you will sell them for 20 gold and you're making like 12,000 golds in 10 runs in Relic of Ulduar. So basically, whenever the Wrath of Lich King bonus reputation thingy is around, they fly off the auction house, and it's good to have them stacked up. But they always sell eventually. So those are nice as well. So you have some steady sales from the Eternals and the Relic of Ulduar. And then when it comes to Transmog, Wrath of Lich King Transmog, sadly, a lot of the items share the same appearance, and you get a lot of the BOE green appearances from just doing quests. So there's not that many interesting items. However, bows and crossbows and some polearms tends to be really good. Like, if we look at the best bow usually, the Astral Bow, let's see, ranged, and there we have it, Astral Light Bow. 243,000 gold, reach a market value 148,000. This is a very good bow, and I've been laughed at so many times for this bow when people scream fake value, and I've laughed at them right back when I've shown them in cleanup videos that I've sold this bow for a small fortune. Now, I actually think it looks pretty cool. It's a simple look on it, but it's a unique look, and it's looking good. It definitely is. There's a lot of similar bows, but it has a different color scheme on it, but that's a good one. And then you have different bows like the Dutiful Bow. It's definitely called the Dutiful Bow, but there's none on the auction house done. And then you also have the like the Expert's Bow. Like, there's well, not that type, but there's a bunch of bows, and also polearm, like the Dwarven polearms are also good. But you have to be careful though. There's still, it's Wrath of Lich King. It's gotten better, but there's still like a lot of these fake value items going around. So whenever you get an item and your loot price for TSM tells you it's worth a lot of gold, just do the quick search on Wowhead to see if it shares an appearance with a bunch of items. And if it does share the same appearance as a billion other items, it's definitely going to be fake value. So that was pretty much it from Holes of Lightning. I myself just use it as a steady way of making some gold from the Relic of Ulduar and the Eternals. And then you never know, you might strike big and get something like the Astral Light Bow. But that was it for today's video. So if you guys enjoy these type of videos, make sure you like my channel. It really helps out my channel and me. And it gives me like a good idea if you guys still want me to make these videos. But that was it for today's video. So thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Until then, bye-bye.